Hi, Julia Tennyson again here for Anchorage Good News, and we're at Sip Coffee for our third visit for the First Friday events here in the beginning of January 2022. And we're here with the featured artist at Sip Coffee, and your name is?
Anthony Burden.
Anthony Burden?
Burden, yes.
Burden, okay. So how long have you lived here in Alaska, Anthony?
So I've been here since 2017, so just a little over 4 years. So.
All right. So what's your motivation for? And you're what? You're a photographer?
Mm-hmm. Photographer, yep. I really just I came up here. I actually came up here with the military several years ago, and I wanted to share Alaska with my family down in the lower 48. And so the best way that I could do that, I picked up a camera and started taking photos so I could send those photos to my family and kind of tell them about the things that I was doing.
Right. So you've been doing this for a while?
I did photography like way forever ago in high school, and I kind of like put it down, and then smartphones got really good cameras, and I did that a little bit, and then probably about 4 years ago I finally bit the bullet and made the big purchase and got a big fancy mirrorless camera and started shooting all over. So yeah.
Oh, nice.
Also, I started working with the NPCA several years ago, so the National Parks Conservation Association, and it took me to a lot of very interesting places, as well as getting to work on really meaningful work as far as conservation in the state of Alaska. So that's been a huge motivation for me, is working with them for a good cause and really trying to make a difference.
So who are they?
It's the National Parks Conservation Association. So it's a nonprofit that works within the national parks, and they are just national lands as well. And they just focus on conservation and trying to keep lands free and wild.
Okay. So what you did some photography for them? Excuse me, photography for them, so they.
So it started out. We did the Ampla Road campaign, which is up in the Brooks Range. Kind of goes across like Gates of the Arctic up north. And we were trying to get that road shut down, and we actually made a lot of headway with that. The most recent one was actually the Bear Coast Strip, so that's where some of these bear photos came from. So we've been working on the Bear Coast, so everybody knows Pebble Mine, they know Katmai, they know Lake Clark. That space between those two national parks is not as well known. So what we were working on there was the campaign for the Bear Coast.
Bear Coast.
So you have like the Johnson Tract is out there, and there's several large mining operations that are still going on, still trying to be built. But I feel like people kind of lost sight with Pebble Mine whenever it started to go away. And so that's one of the big campaigns right now, is to bring light to that. So.
Okay, that's interesting. Well, congratulations on that work.
Yeah.
All right, and I do have a question. Do you have? Well, first of all, do you have a favorite?
Yeah. So honestly, my favorite is probably this one right here, right in front of us. Okay. Mount Drum has always just drawn me in. Wrangell St. Elias is probably one of my favorite places in all of Alaska. I've been fortunate to see a lot of it in 4 years, but Wrangell St. Elias is just something about it. It's so massive and so big. And I have this spot just outside of Glen Allen. I love to just camp there. That's where this photo was taken. I've got a lot of really good memories there. Just going to bed there, waking up the next morning, and looking at the sunrise over that peak. And it's just it's a special place.
Oh, cool. So. All right. Well, I have to admit, of all the photographs, and they're cool photographs. Down here at Sip Coffee, and his work is going to be showcased for the next month here at Sip Coffee. During January, all his lovely artwork will be up here, and you sell prints, right?
I do.
All right. So if you're interested in any of the prints, you can contact him. We'll get into that later, but of all the photographs that you have here, that one intrigues me the most.
Okay.
And I saw it across from the room, and I have to admit, because of the lightness of it and even that shadow, I was like, what is that? And as I got closer, I thought, oh, how cool is that? Can you tell us how that photograph was made?
So that is actually that's a photo of my girlfriend Kelly. She is a professional backcountry skier, and that is her skinning up a mountain, climbing up a mountain so she can ski down. And so I shot that with a drone, and it's just just straight down on her, and the light was just right. We got that shadow, and you kind of get you see a different perspective. The shadow is the person that you see walking.
Yeah.
And so it's one of my favorite things. I really love that one.
Yeah, it's like a giant there, and then it's actually a person that you see when you get closer. And that's a lot of fun with that, like light and angles. Somebody that does videography and photography. I totally appreciate that. All
Yeah, I have several images around that are like drone photos. And I usually, instead of shooting a dead-on landscape, I like to really get that perspective of the straight down.
Oh, okay.
It's a different perspective. It's really cool. So.
Yeah, that sounds interesting. So, is there other ways that people, if they're interested in looking at your art or purchasing it, are there other ways of making it?
Yeah, absolutely. So I have a website, anthonyburden.com.
Okay.
It's just my first and last name.com. And then Instagram as well is the same, just Anthony Burden, at Anthony Burden.
Okay.
Yeah.
And as far as First Fridays, we were talking a little bit before the camera went on. You're not a stranger to First Fridays, are you?
I am not. No, I've done a few.
Okay, well, and you said you took a break, but like everybody else, but he's back to it. Hopefully we can see you at a few more First Fridays around town.
Absolutely. If other people will have me, I would love to show my work off.
All right. Well, thank you very much for your time. Thank you for watching this. I hope you're having a wonderful First Friday in January. And if you can, frequent the shops that we've been going to. Let them know that you support them. They're in your community with you. And also take a peek at the artwork that's here. And if you want to get some real local artists, not stuff you can have made in other foreign countries, but made here locally, definitely support them as well. So have a wonderful night.